fix, and you have to pony up.
And today's the big day.
This is the big day.
So, well, I mean, you here to promote anything special, or?
Not a damn thing.
And besides the final episode, is there anything else you want to promote? Is there anything you...
I'm not promoting anything. This is just for fun.
Is that really the truth? That's why I just took Mike. I said, I don't know what he's promoting.
It's nothing.
And he goes, nothing. And I go, that's so shocking.
We're not using you today.
I'm in town. I said, hey, I haven't seen Howard in 3 years.
That's great. That's great. Nice.
So,
Great, thanks.
Yeah.
Now, does it make you nervous to come on the show? I mean, it's like, it's a difficult interview. It's not your usual softball interview.
This is true.
So does it make you nervous?
No.
No?
Is that foolish? It's probably stupid. I should probably tense up.
You should probably tense up a little bit.
Yeah. Let me work up a sweat. I'm going to work up a sweat. No, I think Howard's great. He's really, I think he's really funny. And I don't know what he's going to pick on, but I'm sure he'll find something. There'll be something.
Any good stories? Any good juicy stories that maybe he can latch onto?
I don't know. I don't know. I would imagine my friend Jerry will come up in some capacity.
Some capacity.
Yes.
Well, have you heard him talking about the final show at all?
Howard?
Yeah.
All I heard was a snippet the other day where Robin said she could give a shit. She hasn't watched it for 9 years, and she's not watching now. We haven't caught her up in the frenzy.
All right, Jason. So we'll see you in a couple minutes.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. See you when you get in there.
Hey, guess who's here? Jason Alexander. I have never seen better hype for the last Seinfeld episode than what I'm seeing. I have never seen anything like it.
Other people are jumping on the bandwagon. Now they're going to be Seinfeld farewell parties.
Just keep your headphones
People are insane.
This is the tension. This is the tense part.
I'm not even going to watch the last episode. What do you think of that?
What else is on that night?
Here's Jason. All right. Nice. Jason, I'm not watching the last Seinfeld on principle. I'm not getting sucked into this.
What is the last episode? Tell us what it is.
I was actually going to take a break before we brought you in, but Baba Booey just ushered you right in. So I'll
Screwed up everything.
He does.
Sit
He
here
really
doing the
does.
commercial now.
I was just saying, hey, guess who's here? And he's going to be in there
talking
next.
to each other.
Panicked.
That's right. He panicked. He got a little nervous. That's all.
Now he's jumping the gun on everything.
He really is.
There you are, Robin.
I scramble to cover his mistakes every minute.
I just want to say something nice about Jason. Jason is here to promote nothing.
Really?
He just hadn't seen you in a few
wonderful.
years.
Let me tell you something. You're a decent man.
Well, thank
Most
you,
people
sir.
come in here, they're whores and they're selfish. They want
They
to
want
promote.
something.
I
yes.
can't believe that you would draw that kind of a...
I know. I've become very bitter since I last saw you.
Can't believe
You know, Jason just did Celebrity Jeopardy as well.
How did you
do? Did you win?
I won. How did you do?
I backed into a loss. I choked on the final question, and I bet the world. And
But you must be fairly good. How about these guys like Regis Philbin who go on and don't even have a brain in their head? I mean, they can't answer one question. Why would you go on Jeopardy if you weren't any good at it? You're good at it, right?
Who
did you play against?
I have a high school degree.
You do?
I played against Carol Burnett, and
How does she look up close?
she looks.
Is it scary?
Tight. She's very tight.
Very tight. What about you? When you get older, I mean, you're a young man now, but when you get older, will you pull your skin back, or do you think?
Will I pull my skin back?
Yeah, will you get a jaw implant?
On my butt, perhaps?
Yeah, you would never do something like that.
What would it serve me at this point? How do I
You're not
pop?
known for being a pretty boy. You're not like a Brad Pitt type actor.
Well, to some, perhaps, but...
Right.
Who was the other person you were playing with?
Is
Carol
Regis-
Burnett?
Dan Cortez.
Dan Cortez.
Dan Cortez.
Yes.
The VJ?
He was very good on the TV theme
He was.
category.
Yeah, he
Burned right
swept
through
that.
yeah.
He swept it. Is Carol Burnett as dumb as Regis?
Oh, stop it. Carol Burnett, didn't she win?
Well, again, Robin, she backed into the win. I was way ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
were you?
And I
Oh.
choked on the last question.
Talented woman, Carol Burnett, but
Extremely talented.
I think she's odd looking now. I mean, there's something. You know what it is? She tried to make herself better looking, and I
Well,
think
you
it
know
backfired.
what? Let's be honest. Carol was
Yeah.
never a beauty,
Right.
and I don't know what possessed her
Yeah.
to then try to go
Well,
get
you know,
beautiful.
She better back into her lovers.
It's the Phyllis Diller, the Joan Rivers thing.
Right?
You know?
Do you understand? Her
don't
skin is
get it.
pulled back tighter than a bow and arrow.
Oh, stop it. I thought Carol looked fine.
Why, you saw her?
Yes, I told you. She congratulated me.
Oh, she did.
after.
Well, that was very sweet.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say anything.
And Stephen King was there, who's very thin now.
Robin played against him.
Yes, that's he looks a little frightening.
Isn't he one of those
He's a
guys?
bizarre-looking guy.
Some guys should remain remain fat. Am I correct?
Yeah, when Stephen King looks lean and hungry, it's not a good thing.
Can I be honest with you? The two of us, you and I work very well together. Why don't we do a Seinfeld type show where we sit at a table and talk like this? I'm guarantee it would be big.
If we can make the kind of money I've been pulling for the last year, we have a...
Aren't you a little upset? I mean, finally you got your due. You're getting $1 million an episode, as we all read in the paper.
Well, that's not exactly true, but you're close.
But why does Jerry need to pull the show now when you finally start
He
making
didn't
some
pull
money?
it. I swear to you, it was a total mutual decision. The four of us sat in a room and went, "We done? We're done."
Why? Why be done? I would drag it out to the very bitter end.
Let them say the shows are bad. We don't care.
Millions and millions and millions of
Well,
dollars.
foolishly, we did get. We really thought that we couldn't do anything different with the show.
Of course you could. Of course, with something you could have good Kramer pull people in a rickshaw. How's that for a problem?
Oh, there you go.
All right.
It was just, funny. I guess we could keep churning out funny. We just couldn't. The characters were becoming caricatures at this point, and
I said this on the air. I have never seen a better orchestrated hype than I have for the last
Whose
episode.
idea was this?
Please.
I was just I was
NBC
telling Jerry,
maybe.
NBC didn't know the ending. The way to generate hype, apparently, is to keep your mouth shut. The fact that
wait a second.
nobody is...
There's a
Wait a
publicity
second. Hold it. No.
campaign behind
You're being wrong. You're dishonest.
I can only tell you,
Come on,
as
Jason.
Listen to me.
honestly as I can perceive, I don't know of anybody. I mean, yeah, Jerry did a couple of covers. We did a couple of covers, but there's no story. I mean, there's no
This-
great scandal.
no,
There's
this is
just
as-
the show is going off.
This is as orchestrated as a moon shoot. Let me tell you, as a guy who has orchestrated hype, where you sit down and you plan a campaign, and I'm good at this. I'm really good. I could market garbage. I
In
bow.
fact, some might claim.
Yeah, exactly. But I bow to this last Seinfeld episode. It is an amazing. Every day in the paper, you read. Countdown to the last Seinfeld.
Right.
And as Robin
And
said the
there's
other
a
day,
new story.
she said the other day,
story.
it's true. We never knew what any episode was going to be for Seinfeld. Why do I care what the last one is? But it is so brilliant that people are in a sweat.
Well, whoever this genius is has yet to step forward.
And then they release. Well, no one could see the final script. Only Jerry has seen the script, and
Right.
he's not
And,
talking.
we had a number of different endings.
There were fake scripts on the internet.
Oh,
Exactly.
I mean, who cares? It's unbelievable, though. Can you believe you're a part of that?
Yeah.
It's like being part of the honeymoon. Oh, you can. You're a very talented
Well,
man.
no,
That's
not
true.
that. I mean, I've been swept up in this insanity for 9 years, so it
Right.
never ceases to amaze me. And
Now, tell me about how they orchestrated the security, because a couple of my friends work on Seinfeld, and they said, these are actors who, like the guy who played my boss at NBC in the movie, he plays some character on Seinfeld. You know, Betty's a boyfriend.
Rennie.
Rennie.
Right,
Poppy.
Right.
Yeah, Poppy.
That's right.
Whatever. So, Poppy.
I know.
He said, like, you go to the set, and they hand you a page.
Right. That
Yeah.
you signed for.
You sign for,
Right.
and you got to give it back. Now, did you see the actual whole script?
I got an actual whole script.
Because, I mean, you're part of the whole
They
damn thing.
figure I'm in the loop.
Yeah, they figure you're not going to blow it.
Right.
And you go to the set. And when did you shoot this last episode?
We shot it like from April 8th to April 9th.
Right. And but you're blindfolded through the whole experience, right?
Exactly.
And gagged.
We are sworn to secrecy. There's a blood oath that was drawn.
So you get a hold of this script, and did they say to you, listen, hold on to this script and don't leave with it. You have to only look at it here, memorize it here.
Yeah, you can't take it home.
Were there
You know
special
what? They weren't-
precautions?
They were not with us.
Right.
With the four of us, they were
Would have been
cool.
insulting to you.
But everybody else was signed. They only got pages that they were involved with, and only on the day that they were shooting them.
Right.
They signed them in. They signed them out. Everybody had to, sign a piece of paper that says, "I will not, I shall not, I would not."
And there was one actor who called me in private, said he was very upset. He expected to have his final script, and he was going to have everyone sign it.
Right.
And now
And
he's
there's
mad.
no script.
Well, no,
I say,
he
get
should be
over it.
mad. It's worth, the Inquirer or somebody has a $250,000 payday
Really?
for their script.
So why don't you sneak it to them?
Well,
What are you, nuts? You could use
let's
$250,000.
not talk about it on the air.
And no one will know it's you. So this is an amazing thing. So you go in, and you took your script home with you every night?
I would take it home every night.
And is it safe to say that your script is now in your house?
It is now in my house.
It is.
Yes.
It's in your home.
What is your address?
Did your wife see the script? Did she want to read it?
My wife is actually in the final episode.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Who is your wife?
She's just my wife.
Is she an actress?
No, she's not.
Why would she be in the final episode? That's interesting. I
requested
think you've revealed something.
I requested that my wife appear in the final episode.
Isn't it true your wife is named Jerry Seinfeld? This is unbelievable. So your wife somehow makes it into the last.
Yes.
It's interesting. Wait a second. Now I think I understand what the last episode
Now,
is.
is everybody's spouse in the last episode?
Yes. Everybody steps out of character.
No, but you see, Julia's sister has recurred in the show over the years.
Oh, she has?
Jerry's mother, my parents, my actual parents have been
They have?
back on the show. My high school drama teacher was in the show. My wife was never in the show. I said, it's the last one. Let's put her in the show.
Right. Were you annoyed having your wife on the final Seinfeld?
No, I have to say she's terrific because I basically ignored her, and she was there for 3 days.
But don't you like to go to work and not be with your wife?
I pulled that off for 9 years.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to go to work and be single.
Throw a bone.
Yeah.
Come on.
So you didn't care?
No, it's actually great having her there.
It was great.
Yeah.
Oh, you must be very in love.
He's like Paul McCartney and Linda. Never wants to be apart.
Right. Are you like Paul McCartney and Linda?
Oh,
One
yes,
night.
extremely. We're out on the ranch with the horses constantly.
Yes, they say voluntarily.
If I told my wife on her deathbed, "You're on your horse, you're riding through the woods," she would come out of the coma and kill me.
She'd beat you with a stick. What are you up to? Oh, man.
Wise guy.
Well, listen, that was some emotional moment. He described to his fans his last moments with Linda McCartney.
Yes. Why would you do that? Why would you bring the world into your...
Because he figures everybody's going to question me about it.
Of course. He's a citizen of the world.
Wrong.
Yeah,
you know why? You know why he did it? I'm going to tell you something
Why?
because I'm a guy and I
All
understand.
right. This is advertising.
Please. He's going to have more chicks than
You
Pierce Brosnan.
always see an ulterior motive.
Women read this and they go nuts. Paul McCartney held his wife in his arms.
Incredibly sensitive.
He said, "Picture us on your horse, Appaloosa." I would have been
No,
picture
it's an Appaloosa horse.
whatever. Picture yourself on the Appaloosa horse, and you're riding off with us.
Bluebells are out.
The bluebells are
What
out.
are bluebells?
Who know, what are bluebells?
Flowers.
I would,
but-
my wife would have said,
bluebells.
"What are you talking about? What bluebells? Where are they living? They're on a farm." And then he spread the ashes all over the farm. Beautiful.
Right.
Beautiful.
And then he galloped off on the same Appaloosa right over to the Mustang Ranch.
You don't, yeah, exactly. How long will he be? What is he dating already?
Wow, listen,
You know,
sure
you're in show business.
He's sitting shiva.
Yeah,
And,
he'll be right back in the saddle. won't he?
Exactly.
I mean, if your wife died, would you wait a long time before you go on a date with your fame and your money now?
Oh, absolutely. Please, I could never replace my wife.
Never. There's no other woman on the planet.
No.
No one has.
You're heartbroken.
No one has that.
I would be devastated. I'd probably have to just seclude myself for the rest of my life.
Boy, that's bad acting, and you're a pretty good actor.
That wasn't George.
And that was not. No, but I mean, Paul McCartney now, I mean, women will think he's sensitive. What a great guy. It is
And they will want to have somebody sending them off like that.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. Hey, you know, your character on the Seinfeld show is Costanza.
Yes.
But on our phone is the original Costanza. Do you know that there's a guy you were fashioned after?
Mike
Costanza.
Yeah.
You ever speak to this guy?
Mike was in an episode, I think.
Oh, he was?
Yeah. Wasn't he?
Mike?
Yes.
You
Hi,
are the
Howard.
you are the guy.
I'm the guy.
Okay. You're the guy.
Jason, how are you?
Jason
I'm very
Alexander
well,
plays you.
Yes.
And when you researched the part, did it do you any good to sit and talk to him?
This guy is such full of crap. It's unbelievable.
What do you mean?
The part, I love you, Mike. You know that. But the part was based on Larry David, who co-created the show.
Oh, was it?
And they picked, Mike Costanza. That's a nice name for the guy, Costanza.
Right. Costanza.
Yeah.
But Mike.
But
Listen,
Mike has
if Mike-
nothing to do with who the character is.
If
Mike Jason
wants
says-
to live in this world. Who are we to?
So, Jason, what you're really saying is that Mike Costanza, who was on our phone, goes around saying the character is based on him, and when it is not true.
Well, that's basically correct. But we love Mike. And
Mike, what do you have to say for yourself?
Delusion.
Mike, what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I think that, the book and myself make a great case. It's very easy. We're both...
You've written a book?
What?
Yes.
What, you've written a book saying that character is you?
Oh, absolutely.
Sure. How hard is that? Everybody has a word processor.
I'm based on the Louis Dreyfus character.
Yeah, who's publishing this book?
Well, I guess, we're both bald. We're both chunky. We both... Jerry and I went to Queens College.
So you don't have a you do not have a publisher?
Yes, we have a publisher.
Oh, you do. Who is the publisher?
Oh, it's called Wordwise Press.
Oh, big company.
And they paid you, or you paid them?
Well, I think they paid me, but
I see.
Is this a percentage deal, Mike?
Jason, let me ask you a question. Who's worse off, Linda McCartney or Mike? right now. I mean, Linda's we're riding a huge wave of popularity, and
Howard, do you feel this way because you're the only one that I blasted in the book? Is that why you're doing that?
did you blast me? I didn't know
What'd
that.
you
Yeah.
say?
What did you say about me?
I told Jerry to watch his butt with you.
Well, I was very nice to Jerry. Has Jerry brought me up, Jason, at all?
No,
No.
not often.
I was very nice to
never
Jerry,
mentioned, huh?
but I pointed out on my show that once Jerry became successful with the show, he would not be friendly with me. I never felt he liked me.
Well, I can
And
only
he
say
said to me,
that-
"No, that's not true." But it was true. It was true.
Actually, I don't think that was that was.
Oh,
the
please.
thing.
Of course it is.
I can only say in the book I said only nice things about Jason because he was a great guy when I was there.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
we
that-
did have a good time.
What does
actually.
the book say?
Who knows? I
What-
can't
what
get
are
an
the-
answer.
Mike, what are the? Give me like chapter headings. What?
Yeah.
Well, the first chapter is when I come out to the show and I just give a detailed account. The second chapter is called The Circuit. It's the whole period of time that Jerry and I spent going to all the clubs.
Was he
And just
really a
watching
friend of
him.
Jerry's, Jason, or is this complete fabrication?
No, he was a friend of Jerry's.
He was.
Yeah.
But the character
I
that
don't
you
know that
played,
I want to read about it, but he was.
right?
Well, we have a 24-year relationship, Jerry and I, and the book is 100% factual.
Mike, let me ask you a question. How come you weren't there for the big finale?
I don't know. I don't know one.
When was the last
Wow.
time you talked to Jerry?
That's chapter 5.
Yeah,
I talked to Jerry about 6 weeks ago.
that's chapter 5.
Yeah.
You talked to Jerry 6 weeks ago. How did you get in touch with him?
How did I get it?
Were you stalking him, or were you just actually on the phone to him?
Well, I think when people read the book, they'll draw their own conclusions, Howard.
All right, so you're here to say that you are the Costanza character,
Well,
even though Jason himself says it's based on Larry David.
Well, there's a new segment that I'm running that'll be on the 200 NBC affiliates that has a tape of me and Jerry, and I think when people see it, they'll know the truth. So the controversy for me is actually great.
Jason,
There was
isn't
a
it-
controversy? I didn't even know there was a
Well,
controversy.
Jason just brought up the controversy.
Right.
Just said the character's
I,
not.
didn't even- I wouldn't think that anyone in the world who had any brains would doubt me at all. But I think when they see it, they'll know for sure.
Jason, do you have any brains?
Apparently, I took a wrong turn somewhere.
All right, if you
No,
want-
Mike, I absolutely believe that the genesis of the character could have very well been about you. But you would probably agree that I did not study and research you in my development of the role. Would you agree to that?
I wouldn't know because there's so many
Oh.
things that you do.
Wait a minute.
Jason-
Did he spend any time with you?
No, we made some small talk on the show.
Yes.
When we were there, both
Yeah,
our
but-
wives were both having babies at the same time, and
Right.
basically we just talked about our families. We
Yes,
didn't
but-
get too much
Right.
involved.
How
All right.
long was the show on before he met you?
I guess it was on.
3 years, Mike?
They ran 38 episodes before mine.
Before you ever even met Jason?
Right.
Yeah.
And yet the character was based on you.
Well, Jason didn't write his part. I mean, who wrote his part?
Jerry.
So,
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, listen, the controversy continues.
thank you, Howard.
All right. Thank you.
Good luck,
Okay,
Mike.
Jason, good luck to you.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Mike. Well, there it is. The controversy continues.
Wow.
I guess. Look at that. I've swept up in controversy.
You know, it's funny. I was watching Pretty Woman the other night, and I had forgotten that you played Richard Gere's like best friend and
Yeah,
lawyer.
you know what? I was just going to say that I've just been watching you as that lawyer guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were good in that, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But
And
he played such a sleazy character.
I did.
I was going over your credits and stuff, and I said, but you were in the Rob Reiner movie North.
Oh, boy.
Yes,
With Julia,
thank you
as
so
a
much.
matter of fact.
Yes, Julia was
Yeah.
my TV wife.
Is that right?
Movie wife.
Yeah, I was the
Yes.
one person who saw that movie.
Yes.
Was it really that? I've never seen the movie. Is it a horrible movie?
It's a bit of a stinker.
It is.
And it's not easy to figure out why, because it's got funny people in it.
And
It's
lots
a
of
funny
funny
script.
people.
And when you got the part, you're probably thrilled because you're working with Rob Reiner.
Sure, never misses Rob
Never.
Reiner. Come on.
This was it.
He was going to cast me in every film, and this was
This
the
was
one. He
after-
selected this one.
When Harry Met Sally,
Yeah.
he was really
That's
on a
right.
roll.
He had
He did-
Harry Met Sally, Feel Good Men. He
Right.
was just
Great
kicking 'em out
movies,
there.
and then he puts you in a
And me,
movie.
crap.
North.
Just-
What? How did you? When did you know the movie was crap? When you read the script, did you say, this seems like crap, but it's a Rob Reiner film?
No, it was a funny script.
It was good.
We all sat down the first day to read it. Everybody's laughing.
So it was Rob's
We're
fault
on
then.
set. We're shooting. It looks right. It feels right. It feels very funny. And then-
Everything seemed good in the script development.
right. And we
Okay.
went to see that first big cast and crew screening and went, this is dreck. Where did this go?
So
How did this happen?
the cast and crew gets to go to their own screening.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the first time you see the movie.
Yeah.
Had you called Rob since then and say, hey, how's the movie coming out? I'm curious.
I didn't check up. Maybe it's my fault.
No, I'm just curious. I mean, so you had no, and who wouldn't? I mean,
Right.
and did you have any inkling that the movie would be one of the biggest bombs of all time?
Not a one.
Not a one. You figured, hey, this is in good hands.
Right.
So the very first time, do you bring your wife and your kids? And
I didn't have kids at the time.
At that
I
time,
brought
you
my wife. Yeah.
You brought your wife. Did you bring family? Your mother, your father?
No.
No.
I make a point of not bringing my mother and father most
You,
days.
you don't like them.
I love them very much.
You do?
Who needs that?
Who needs them there? Who needs the pressure?
Exactly.
All right. So you get there, and how many other people? The whole cast is there.
There's easily 800 people there.
And you sit down. You knew that you did a good job. You're a great
Absolutely.
actor, and
Very
you sat
funny
down
in
there,
the
and you're
movie.
ready for it. And the film begins to roll. Now,
Right.
are you 2 minutes into the film and you go, I'm in trouble here, or do you say 10 minutes into the film? When do you know?
Credits seemed off to me right up front.
It did.
Yeah.
And did Rob? Was Rob at the cast and crew screening?
Yes, and he didn't. We should have known, because when he got up to welcome everyone, he wasn't vibrant about it.
So you would think he even knew that this might not be his
He
greatest
had
film.
a small inkling that perhaps this night would not be quite the
and
high
you
that he
and you had heard no rumors before that they tested badly or nothing. So it was a total shock. Now, when you get done with the movie, you sat through the whole thing?
Sure.
You get up, and what do you say to Rob? Do you say, Rob, you son of a bitch? you waited this long to put me in. What do you do?
Do you all attack him? What?
No, we didn't. I think Rob wasn't there at the end.
Is that really true?
He may have skittered out.
Isn't it possible he put on a wig as a disguise so he would not be?
And the real thrill is that you see the movie and it's a disaster, and then you must go greet the press.
Right.
And they want to know, hey, how was it? Were you thrilled? And
what do you
it's
say?
not out yet, so you don't want to go, jeez.
Jeez, stay away.
Disaster.
I had nothing to do with this. I did my job. I acted in it. That's all.
So you just go, well, I'm very close to the project. I have no objectivity. It's,
You should have blamed Jerry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, the hype for when is the last Jerry Seinfeld show?
Episode.
When is
May
it?
14th.
May 14th. Then then maybe I should watch it.
Oh yeah.
Do you think I should watch it?
It's.
I'm trying to resist the hype.
It's a funny episode.
It is.
It actually is.
But you thought North was funny.
You know what? You have a point.
Okay, yeah, right.
Maybe go out and see a film then.
No, it's a funny episode.
It's a funny episode. I think. Well, listen, no one's going to be satisfied. You can't.
Right. It is
the
a top
expectations are so high.
Yes.
Are you worried that that's going to be bad for the show? That everybody's expecting something incredible?
He could care less.
I was going to say, Robin, what could it do me at this?
Yeah, right. At this point, he's doing good. Made a lot of dough.
Yeah.
I got the check is in the bank, so
And
done with it.
listen, what I might do
Yeah.
on May 14th is I'll watch North. I'll rent it.
Beautiful.
And I won't get caught up in that.
There you go. That's.
But anyway, I think you're a terrific actor. I got to say, you are a highlight on that show. I mean, you are really
Thank you
terrific.
very
I'm a
much.
big fan, man. And Jason Alexander stopped by, has nothing to promote.
Nothing.
That's it.
Just
nothing.
the last
Just
Seinfeld
a
is
big
coming
hello.
on.
That's it.
Continue to watch the show. New episodes on now.
Believe me, between the reruns and the pretzel commercials, you'll be well set, my friend.
No new projects
The
coming up.
pretzels are dead. I will actually be directing a film over the summer.
Ooh,
Some nice things
directing.
are happening. Yes.
As you know, I am an actor.
Yes, I do.
But I'm unavailable.
Well, I know you have a big show coming up.
It's not North 2 you're involved in, right?
No.
No.
Has
What do you
Rob
mean a director?
called?
Who are you directing this film for?
Gene Dumanian, who's Woody Allen's producer.
Gene Dominion.
Yes.
Woody Allen's producer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And she was a Saturday Night Live producer.
Yes,
for a while.
indeed. she was.
All right. You're not having sex with her, are you?
Not to date, but
Do you know Woody Allen?
I don't know Woody.
You do not. Will you meet him, you think?
I'm doubtful
I see.
of that.
And you will direct.
I will direct.
I believe you will be a good director.
Well, I've directed before a movie that never made it out, I'm afraid.
Really?
Yes.
What was that?
It was called For Better or Worse.
I never
And
saw
it
it.
was.
Yes, it was.
It was one of those.
What is it, Papa Booey, quickly?
And you know what else Jason's doing in the near future?
Uh-oh.
He's going back to his alma mater, BU, to host an
yes.
alumni gala.
Oh,
Let me
really?
what year did you graduate Boston
I
University?
did not graduate Boston
You
University.
know, this is a joke.
That's amazing. He didn't even graduate.
I do hold an honorary PhD from the university.
Do you really?
Yes, I
How
do.
did you get?
Dr. George.
How much did you have to pay for that?
I paid nothing. I got famous, and they said, "Boy, we could make money off of this guy if we just have an event."
Wait a second.
You know what? That's right. You went to Northwestern, right?
No.
You didn't go there either?
No, I finished my junior
Jason.
year, and I did a film that summer, and I was a little late for the senior semester, and they said, "Well, you missed it, so come back the second semester." And I started working. I never went back.
You know, I knew you were here for a reason. You're here to piss me off. Listen to this. I got to tell
They're
you about.
giving Gina Davis a day.
Yeah, right. Boston University.
Jason's going to have a party.
I graduated there. I am maybe their most famous alumni.
That's
I really am.
arguably true.
I mean, I actually graduated.
Yes.
You didn't even graduate.
No.
And they treat me like I'm garbage.
Right.
They are so shamed by me. They will not even hang my picture at the communications school. And I really succeeded in communications. I'm one of the few people.
That's right.
I mean, they have more love for the Unabomber than they do for me. And, you know, and I used to contribute money and stuff.
No honorary
you were a
degree
contributor.
for you?
I was, and then the dean, the guy who runs the college, the president's sober.
Yeah, well, he's gone now.
He's gone?
No, but he's on some board.
He may be an advisor, but there's a guy named Westling or Western.
Yeah.
Well, I'm boycotting. I mean, they've never treated me with proper respect. I offered to build a statue of myself and put it at the School of Communications, and they would not accept it.
You know what? I have to speak tonight, and I will bring this up.
Will you
during my
really?
speech. Yes,
Thank you.
will.
I would like my name mentioned.
I will absolutely say, by the way,
Yeah.
a long overdue honor
Yes.
is due Howard Stern.
I need
So
an
they gave
honorarium.
you an honorary degree.
I have
would
an honorary PhD, and tonight I'm being feted, and there's some huge award they're giving me. And
Wow.
If you're going to
I
mention me,
know.
I'm going to send Edie, shoot it to get it on camera. I
you
want
know
to.
what? I'm sure they'd let you in.
Let me tell you something. I mean, you have a PhD, you got?
Yeah, I'm a doctor.
I would love that.
I'm a doctor.
I want to be a
mother's
doctor.
besides.
Oh, I want to be a doctor.
Sure, of course. Who doesn't want to be a doctor?
Tell me really how you get that. I mean, you have to contribute?
I did nothing. I did nothing.
They asked
They called
you
up
if they
one
could
day
do
and
that for
said,
you.
we'd like to give you an honorary doctorate.
I want
said, you know,
that.
I'm 12 credits shy of a real BFA. How about that? Give me a real BFA. They said, no, we're going to make you a doctor.
Oh, I'd love to be a doctor. Oh, that's great. You're making me crazy. Hey, if there's any college out there that wants to give me a doctorate,
So you don't even care. You're abandoning BU.
screw BU. Any college. Except for Glassboro State. 'Cause really, what's the point? But I would accept a doctorate.
Sure.
Of course, I would love to be a doctor.
Listen, I'm sure Bennington would cough up if nothing else.
You imagine it's the Dr. Howard Stern show?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That would be great. Anyway, Jason Alexander, he's
Dr.
great.
Jason Alexander.
Dr. Jason Alexander, a great man. I want to thank you for coming in.
My great
It's a
pleasure.
big day to have you here. You know, Lou Diamond Phillips is coming in later. His wife left him for a lesbian.
I know. I played Jeopardy last time with Lou Diamond
Is that
Phillips. How
right?
about that?
Did you kid him about
There's
it?
a small theme going on. No, I didn't kid Lou.
It's the worst.
Lou carries knives.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I think so. No, Lou is he's gone through the worst tragedy.
He has, but he's survived it. He's a
When,
great guy.
when your
real
wife
great.
goes gay, and who did his wife go to?
She had
Melissa
to go with
Etheridge.
a famous woman.
Did you know that?
Sure. No, I didn't know that.
You know that song?
Come through my
Come
window.
through my window.
Yes.
She came through his window. Took his wife.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, Jason Alexander, it's great to have you here. Thank you for coming in. We'll watch the last Seinfeld. Look forward to your directorial debut.
Yeah.
I will be there.
Jason, thanks for coming out.
My pleasure. Take it easy.
And we'll see you soon and good luck.
The one thing that I always kind of feel I need to point out whenever the university is nice enough to honor me is that there are literally hundreds of men and women that have graduated from the School of Fine Arts in the theater division. Very few of them have been lucky enough, and believe me, it is sheer luck, to have the kind of career that I have and gain the kind of notoriety that I have. I have gone to school during my 3 years there with actors that I swear to you would act me off a stage. And I feel it is my responsibility to make sure that everybody remembers that everybody that gets through that program is a fairly exceptional talent and worthy of our recognition and our honors. And in light of that, you'll either vilify me or applaud for me right now. I was on the Howard Stern show the other morning. And I don't know if you know this, but Howard Stern is a graduate of Boston University, which he is quick to point out. He actually graduated from the university. And not only has he never been feted at a night like this, but his name has been erased entirely from the history of the university. And I would like to say on Howard's behalf, and because if I don't, I will never hear the end of it on national radio for the rest of my life. I think it is long overdue that Howard Stern be given the kind of tribute that he deserves from Boston University. I would be quick to point out this is not necessarily the opinion of Boston University.